Hey folks, in this Prima Guides video, we're going to take a look at Affinity in Monster Hunter World. Affinity is a stat that determines the chance that a weapon has of dealing extra damage. At the start of the game, your affinity percentage will be 0, though as you move further into the game, you gain access to stronger weapons. And you'll notice that the affinity number will often rise. Affinity can be both a positive and a negative. For some weapons, the affinity may be negative 15% or a positive 15%. What this means is that when attacking 15% of the time, your attacks will deal more or less damage. Now, obviously, there are some things to keep in mind when looking for the ideal weapon. Just because a weapon has negative affinity doesn't mean it's going to be a bad weapon. Most weapons that have a negative affinity will often have higher damage. Likewise, a weapon with a much higher affinity is going to offer a lower damage stat overall, which is something to keep in mind if you're looking to create a hunter that focuses on long-term damage. So pay attention to the affinity of the weapons that you choose for yourself and your palico. And remember that having a negative affinity doesn't mean that the weapon is going to be useless. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. Check back every weekday for another Prima 365, and for more content like this, be sure to head over to primagames.com.